Now, today, Horton Hears a Who by Dr. Seuss. This is the front cover. En español, ¿qué está este?
¿La portada?
Sí.
Ok.
¿Y qué está este en
¿El título?
español?
Horton escucha a quién.
Ah, okay. The Spine and the front cover by Dr. Seuss. Let's open it. It's not as easy to do one-handed as you would think. Look, it's Horton and a speck of dust. Red and blue and white, rojo, blanca y azul y un poquito negro también. Beautiful colors. Our title page. En español, ¿qué está title page?
Página del título.
Muchas gracias. Horton Hears a Who by Dr. Seuss. El año, the year it was written, el año escribiendo, 1954. 1954, ¿sí? Okay. The dedication for my great friend, Mitsugi Nakamura of Kyoto, Japan.
Kyoto.
Kyoto? Kyoto, okay. Para mi amiga muy, muy, muy bueno, Mitsugi Nakamura of Kyoto, Japan. De Kyoto, Japan. All right. On the 15th of May, in the jungle of Newark, in the heat of the day, in the cool of the pool, he was splashing, enjoying the jungle's great joys, when Horton the elephant heard a small noise. Do you need to look at the print, Miss Yesenia, or are you looking at the Spanish one totally?
No, I'm looking at the Spanish one.
Okay, cool, because I'm going to put Horton in the pool then.
All right. A mediodías de mayo, en la jungla sombría, bajo el sol caluroso, en la laguna fría, estaba chapoteando, feliz y divertido, Horton, el elefante, cuando oyó un leve ruido.
Oh, what is Horton doing? Let's do action verbs. What is Horton doing? Horton is swimming. Swimming. Over here, Horton is pretending to swim because I don't have water in the room. This is a pretend pool, and Horton is swimming. Horton is happy. Horton está muy feliz jueguiendo en la agua. Woo! I'm having a good time. Yes, I am. Yes, I am. I'm Horton, and I'm having a good time. Woo! There's Horton. So Horton stopped splashing. He looked towards the sound. That's funny, thought Horton. There's no one around. Then he heard it again, just a very faint yell, as if some tiny person were calling for help. I'll help you, said Horton, but who are you? Where? He looked and he looked. He could see nothing there. No, I can't see anything. But a small speck of dust blowing past through the air. I gotta find something really tiny. Hang on a minute.
Dejó de chapotear. Miró con estupor. Qué curioso, pensó. No hay nadie alrededor. Lo escuchó nuevamente. No había la menor duda. Una voz pequeñita clamaba por ayuda. Te ayudaré, dijo Horton. ¿Quién eres? ¿Dónde estás? Pero por más que buscó, no vio allí a nadie más. que una mota de polvo que se desplazó jugar.
Look at that. There is the small speck of dust. Let's turn the page. There it is on the road, too. In the jungle by the water. Oh, it's nice to be at school today because look at how dark that print is on a blue page. But this is good light here. You can actually see it. I say, murmured Horton. I've never heard tell of a small speck of dust that is able to yell. So you know what I think? Why, I think that there must be someone on top, yes, that's right, of that small speck of dust. Some sort of a creature of very small size, too small to be seen by an elephant's eyes. Ojos, eyes.
Caray, dijo Horton. Resulta inaudito que una mota de polvo pueda dar esos gritos. Pues, ¿sabes qué creo? Que alguien muy chiquito está parado encima del pequeño polvito. Alguna criatura diminuta ha de ser, tan ínfima y minúscula, imposible de ver.
All right, let's turn the page. You did an awesome job.
Yeah, because I'm reading it off YouTube.
I know, but it's working really well. That was a genius idea. Some poor little person who's shaking with fear that he'll blow in the pool. He has no way to steer. I'll just have to save him because after all those infamous words, a person's a person, no matter how small.
Volando sin rumbo y muy asustado, con miedo a caerse a la laguna helada. Tendré que salvarle, pues aunque no se vea, una persona es una persona, por muy pequeña que sea.
Turn the page. So gently and using the greatest of care, the elephant stretched his great trunk through the air and he lifted the dust speck and carried it over and placed it down safe on a very soft clover.
Y entonces, con extremo cuidado, el enorme elefante su gran trompo estiró, levantó aquel polvito y lo llevó al otro lado con un trebel muy suave y allí lo colocó.
There. Okay, the speck of dust is under. Come on, you can do it. The clover. There we go. Good job, Horton. Why, thank you. Because remember our last story, an elephant is also faithful 100%. Let's turn the page. Hump. Humped a voice. 'Twas a sour kangaroo. Playing the part of the kangaroo today is this monkey. And the young kangaroo in her pouch said hump too. And that would be, wait, I can see this. Right here. There's the baby. Why, that speck is as small as the head of a pin. A person on that? Why, there never has been.
Rezongó la voz de un canguro amargado. Y dijo el cangurito que llevaba cargado. Vaya, un polvito tan chico cual cabeza de alfiler. ¿Que hay una persona ahí? ¿Y quién te lo va a creer?
Yes, turn the page. Bless. Believe me, said Horton. Face, Horton. Believe me, said Horton. I tell you sincerely, my ears are quite keen, and I heard him quite clearly. I know there's a person down there, and what's more, quite likely there's two, even three, even four. Quite likely a family for all that we know. A family with children just starting to grow. So please, Horton said, as a favor to me, try not to disturb them. Just please let them be.
Créeme, dijo Horton, te digo sinceramente que tengo el oído fino y lo escucho claramente. Sé que hay alguien allí, quizás incluso haya más, tal vez 2, tal vez 3, incluso 4 quizás. Una familia completa. Y bien que podría ser, una familia con niños que comienzan a crecer. Así que yo te pido que no los molestes más. Te lo pido por favor, déjalos vivir en paz.
All right, let's turn the page. Look at how tiny they are. Uh-oh. Oh, I don't like to use a word like that. I'm going to
I can't see the word.
F-O-O-L. I don't like to use words like that in school, so I'm going to change it. I'm gonna paraphrase, which you're supposed to do when you're writing term papers. Anyway, I think you're wrong, laughed the sour kangaroo. And the young kangaroo in her pouch said, me too. Wow, you are very, very wrong in the jungle of Newell. And the kangaroos plunged in the cool, where'd it go? In the cool, woohoo, of the pool. What terrible splashing. The elephant frowned. I can't let my very small persons get drowned. I've got to protect them. I'm bigger than they. So he leapt up, bless you, up the clover and hustled away.
Pero qué tonto eres, rió el canguro amargado. Muy tonto, dijo el cangurito que llevaba cargado. En la jungla de Newell no hay un tonto mayor. Y los canguros saltaron al agua sin temor. ¡Cuidado!, dijo Horton. Nos van a salpicar. Mis pequeños amigos se podrían ahogar. Tendré que protegerlos, el elefante pensó, arrancó aquel terror y de allí se alejó.
Having fun swimming. Look at that. Action verb. Jumping into the water. ¿Qué está en español?
Saltando al agua.
Ah, muchas gracias. Through the high jungle treetops. Look how tall they are. The news quickly spread. He talks to a dust speck. He's out of his head. Just look at him walk with that speck on that flower. And Horton walked worrying almost an hour. Should I put this speck down? Horton thought with alarm. If I do, these small persons may come to great harm. I can't put it down, and I won't. After all, a person's a person, no matter how small.
De árbol en árbol se extendió la noticia. Él habla con un polvo. Creo que es desquicia. Lleva un punto en un trébol. Miren qué alucinado. Y Horton, preocupado, iba de lado a lado. ¿Lo pongo en el suelo?, pensó. Vaya dilema. Si lo hago, estas personitas tendrán serios problemas. No lo haré, se harán daño. Y aunque nadie lo vea, una persona es una persona, por muy pequeña que sea.
Okay, let's turn the page. Then Horton stopped walking. The speck voice was talking. The voice was so faint he could just barely hear it. Speak up, he said Horton. He put his ear near it. My friend, came the voice. You're a very fine man. You helped all us folks off the deserts at no end. You saved all our houses, our ceilings and floors. You saved all our churches and grocery stores.
De pronto Horton se detuvo en el camino. De aquel polvo salió un sonido muy fino. La voz era tan débil que parecía una queja. ¡Habla alto!, dijo Horton, acercando la oreja. La voz prosiguió. Eres muy buen amigo. Pusiste a los nuestros a salvo contigo. Nuestras casas y techos y pisos has salvado, y también las iglesias y los supermercados.
Bless you.
I think that's Gabino.
That's okay. Let's turn the page. Look what's going on in that speck. It's a whole town. Look at that. Kind of like this right here. Put some people in town here. There. You mean, Horton gasped, you have buildings there too? Oh, yes, piped the voice. We most certainly do. I know, called the voice. I'm too small to be seen. But I'm near of a town that is friendly and clean. Our buildings to you would seem terribly small, but to us who are big, they are wonderfully tall. My town is called Whoville, for I am a Who, and we Whos are all thankful and grateful to you. And Horton called back to the mayor of the town, you're safe now. Don't worry. I won't let you down.
Dice Horton, ¿acaso hay edificios allí? Y la voz le respondió, por supuesto que sí. Ya sé que tan solo tú ves un puntito, pero soy el alcalde de un pueblo bonito. Nuestros edificios para ti serán muy pequeños, pero resultan muy altos para nosotros, sus dueños. Mi pueblo es Villa Quien y yo soy un quien, y aquí todos los quienes te agradecen también. Y al alcalde del pueblo Horton le quiso expresar, están a salvo conmigo, no los pienso abandonar.
Good job, Horton. Okay, let's go turn the page. They're still swimming, look. But just as he spoke to the mayor of the speck, 3 big jungle monkeys climbed up Horton's neck. The Wickersham brothers came shouting, what rot! This elephant's talking to Whos who are not. There aren't any Whos, and they don't have a mayor. And we're going to stop all this nonsense, so there. Miss Marilyn miscounted. She needs a 3rd monkey. Playing the part of the 3rd monkey today is our massaging fox. And playing the part of the first 2 monkeys today are our massaging dogs.
Pero mientras el elefante le hablaba al alcalde, 3 monos salvajes llegaron con gran alarde. Eran los malvavides que gritaban, ¡qué despiste! Este elefante le habla a un quien que no existe. No hay quien es ninguno ni alcalde. ¡Qué tonto! Es un gran disparate. Acabémoslo pronto.
Look how heavy they are. They knocked Horton over. Poor Horton. They snatched Horton's clover. They carried it off to a black-bottom eagle named Vlad Vlitikoff. Oh, no. And they said, will you kindly get rid of this thing? And before the poor elephant could speak, that eagle flew off with the flower in its beak.
Le arrebataron el trébol. Se lo pasan entero a una águila negruzca llamada Malagüero. Es un águila fuerte, veloz y poderosa. Y le dicen, ¿podría llevarse usted esta cosa? Antes de que Horton pudiera hablar, la águila agarró la flor y echa a volar.
Look who's back. Oh no! All that late afternoon and far into the night, that black-bottomed bird flapped his wings in fast flight while Horton chased after with groans over stones that tattered his toenails and battered his bones, and begged, please don't harm all my little folks who have as much right to live as us bigger folks do. But far, far beyond him, that eagle kept flapping, and over his shoulder called back, quit your yapping. I'll fly the night through. I'm a bird. I don't mind it. And I'll hide this tomorrow where you'll never find it.
Toda la tarde y la noche sombría, el águila negruzco sus alas batía, y detrás iba Horton entre rocas y matas, zarandeando los huesos, hiriéndose las patas. No hagas daño a mis chicos, decía, te lo imploro, ellos tienen derecho a vivir con decoro. Pero ya estaba lejos el pájaro atrevido, y hasta atrás le gritaba, deja ya tus chillidos, volaré noche y día, jamás me alcanzarás, y pondré esta motita donde no la hallarás.
Oh my goodness, they are traveling very, very far. There you go. Still flying. Oh, look at that. First of all, let's do an action verb. What is the bird doing? The bird is flying. What's the girl que está la palabra para flying in Espanol?
Está volando.
There we go. Take a break there for a second. And at 6:56, the next morning he did it. It sure was a terrible place that he hid it. He let that small clover drop somewhere inside of a great patch of clovers 100 miles wide. Find that, sneered the bird, but I think you will fail. And he left with a flip of his black bottom tail.
A la mañana siguiente, así mismo lo hizo. La escondió en un lugar. ¿Qué lugar el que hizo? Soltó aquel trebolito sin explicar razones en un campo de treboles donde había millones. Encuéntralo, dijo, si crees que eres capaz. Se fue agitando la cola y dejó a Horton atrás.
Do you think this bird's related to Maisie at all?
Might be.
And you know what? There was lots of clovers there. Hang on a second here. Oh, more clovers. Whoop, here they come. Oh no! Look at all the clovers. That last one just doesn't want to pop out of there. Out, 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 we say. You are here today to play. Here we go. Poor Horton. Look at that. Is that just one or is that more?
Definitely more.
Más. Tons more. Oh, no. I'll find it, cried Horton. I'll find it or bust. I shall find my friends on that small speck of dust. And clover by clover by clover with care, he picked up and searched them and called, "Are you there?" But clover by clover by clover he found that the one that he sought for was just not around. And by noon, poor old Horton, more dead than alive, had picked, searched, and piled up 9,005. Look at that trail.
Pero Horton gritó, aunque me cueste la vida, hallaré a mis amigos en la flor escondida. Y trébol a trébol cuidadosamente iba preguntando, ¿aquí vive gente? Y trébol a trébol pudo comprobar que el que tanto buscaba no estaba en el lugar. Al mediodía, Horton, ya casi sin aliento, había amontonado 9,700.
Poor Horton. Let's do feelings and emotions. Is Horton happy right now? Or is he sad and tired? Está Horton feliz? Or triste y cansada?
Triste.
Muy, muy, muy triste. Cansada también. He is very, very sad and tired. Then on through the afternoon, hour after hour, till he found them at last on the 3,000,000th flower. "My friends," cried the elephant, "tell me, do tell, are you safe? Are you sound? Are you whole? Are you well?" And his voice just went up an octave because he's so tired and excited all at the same time.
Y hora tras hora, en la tarde buscó 3,000,000 de flores y al fin la encontró. Amigos, gritó, quisiera saber algo. ¿Están bien? ¿Están bien? ¿Están todos a salvo?
Look, he found them in all that. He found them. From down on the speck, oops, I just unplugged myself. Hang on a minute here. Came the voice of the mayor. "We've really had trouble, much more than our share. When the black-bottomed birdie let go and we dropped, we landed so hard that our clocks have all stopped. Our teapots are broken, our rocking chair smashed, and our bicycle tires all blew up when we crashed. So Horton, please," pleaded the voice of the mayor's, "will you stick by us who's while we're making repairs?" "Of course," Horton answered. "Of course I will stick. I'll stick by you small folks through thin and through thick."
Desde el fondo del polvo se escuchó así una voz. El alcalde decía, ¡qué pájaro feroz! Al dejarnos caer, ¡qué porrazo nos dio! El espantoso golpe, los relojes paró, se rompieron las tazas y los muebles estallaron. Y hasta las bicicletas con el choque se pincharon. Horton, amigo, te suplico de algún modo, ¿te quedas con los quienes mientras reparamos todo? Por supuesto, dijo Horton, claro que me quedaré. En las buenas y en las malas con ustedes estaré.
Good job, Horton. Look at them all. Action verb. What are they doing? They are working. Estamos trabajando. See?
Están trabajando.
Están trabajando. Working hard to fix their town. Right there. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Look who got out of the water. Hump. Hump. A voice. For almost 2 days, you've run wild and insisted on chatting with persons who never existed. Such carryings on in our peaceable jungle. We've had quite enough of your bellowing bungle. And I'm here to state, snapped the big kangaroo, that your silly, nonsensical game is all through. And the young kangaroo in her pouch said, "Me too!"
Rezongó una voz. Por casi 2 días has corrido y insistido en hablar con personas que nunca han existido. Deja de gritar, basta la algarabía. Hemos de librarnos de tu enorme tontería. Y desde aquí yo declaro, gritó el canguro amargado, que tu juego sin sentido desde ahora ha terminado. Yo también, dijo el cangurito que llevaba cargado.
Let's turn the page. With the help of the Wickersham brothers and dozens of Wickersham uncles and Wickersham cousins and Wickersham in-laws whose help I've engaged, you're going to be roped and you're going to be caged. And as for your dust speck, that we shall boil in a hot steaming kettle of bezelnut oil. Boil it? Gasped Horton. Oh, that you can't do. It's all full of persons. They'll prove it to you.
Con los hermanos malvadines vinimos, con sus tíos malvadines y todos sus primos, y los cuñados malvadines que he encontrado, para atarte y dejarte bien enjaulado. Y en cuanto a ese polvo, verá que se siente al hervir en un caldero de sopa caliente. ¿Hervirlo?, dijo Horton. Oh, no pueden dañarlo. Está lleno de gente y ellos pueden probarlo.
I have to go get a kettle. This is the kettle. Playing the part of the kettle today is part of our pureer. Let's put the kettle right there. All right, let's turn the page. We're getting kind of late in our Zoom, so I'm going to plug because I'm not worried about it going dead now. Mr. Mayor, Mr. Mayor, Horton called. Mr. Mayor, you've got to prove now that you really are there. So call a big meeting, get everyone out. Make every who holler, make every who shout, make every who scream. If you don't, every who is going to end up in a bezelnut stew.
Señor alcalde, llamó Horton, por lo que más quiera, tiene que probar que existen de veras. Que todo el pueblo acá a la calle se precipite, que cada quien clame, que cada quien grite, que cada quien chille. Si no lo hacen urgente, cada quien terminará en una sopa caliente.
That's scary. Let's turn the page. Oh, look, their little town. And down on the dust speck, the scared little mayor quick called a big meeting in Whoville Town Square. And his people cried loudly. They cried out in fear. We are here! We are here! We are here! We are here!
Desde el fondo del polvito el alcalde se asustó y en la plaza mayor a los quienes congregó y su gente clamaba y gritaba con temor. Aquí estamos, aquí estamos, aquí estamos, señor.
The elephant smiled. That was clear as a bell. You kangaroo surely heard that very well. All I heard, snapped the big kangaroo, was the breeze and the faint sound of wind through the far distant trees. I heard no small voices, and you didn't either. And the young kangaroo in her pouch said, me neither.
Sonrió el elefante. Se escuchó perfectamente. Y ustedes sin duda nos oyeron claramente. No oí más que la brisa, dijo el canguro amargado, y un sople de viento en el bosque callado. Tú no oíste esas voces. Yo no las oí ni un poco. Y el cangurito en la bolsa le dijo, yo tampoco.
Oh, grab him, they shouted, and cage the. Oh, I do not like using words like this. Let me think of a more positive word that rhymes with the word I'm looking at right now. And cage, maybe? Nope. Lasso his stomach with 10 miles of rope. Tie the knots tight so he'll never shake loose. Wow, the language in here. And then dump the speck in the bezelnut juice.
Arréstenlo, gritaron, y métanlo en la celda, y amarren su barriga con kilómetros de cuerda. Para que no se escape, aprieten bien el nudo, echen luego al caldero a ese polvito mudo.
There, I'm not into tying elephants up, so we'll just go like that. Horton fought back with great vigor and vim, but the Wickersham gang was too many for him. Oh man, I cannot say these things. I'm gonna skip some of it. They started to haul him into his cage, but he managed to call to the mare, "Don't give up. I believe in you all. A person's a person, no matter how small. And you very small persons will not have to die if you make yourselves heard. So come on now and try."
En su lucha con Balón, Horton hizo un gran papel, pero esos margarines eran muchos contra él. Lo ataron y aporrearon, lo empujaron sin piedad adentro de la jaula, pero él logró gritar, no se rindan, yo confío en ustedes aunque nadie los crea. Una persona es una persona por muy pequeña que sea, y ustedes, personitas, no tienen que morir. Levanten ya sus voces y háganse oír.
Let's turn the page. Look at them all. The mayor grabbed a tom-tom. He started to smack it. And all over Whoville, they whooped up a racket. They rattled tin kettles. They beat on brass pans, on garbage pail tops, and old cranberry cans. They blew on bazookas and blasted great toots, on clarinets, oompas, and boompas, and flutes.
El alcalde agarró un tambor y enseguida lo golpeó. Y en todo Villaquién el escándalo se armó. Golpearon cacerolas, chocaron tapas de olla y latones de basura y hasta latas de cebolla. Y exploraron sus trompas y soplaron sus trompetas. Y también sus clarinetes, sus flautas y sus cornetas.
Look at all the noises they have. Great gusts of loud racket rang high through the air. They rattled and shook the whole sky, and the mayor called up through the howling, mad hullabaloo, "Hey, Horton, how's this? Is our sound coming through?" And Horton called back, "I can hear you just fine, but the kangaroo's ears aren't as strong quite as mine. They don't hear a thing. Are you sure all your boys are doing their best? Are they all making noise? Are you sure every Who down in Whoville is working? Quick, look through your town. Is there anyone shirking?"
Una ráfaga de ruido por el aire retumbó. El estronado fue de tan grande que el cielo se estremeció. Y mientras esto ocurría, el alcalde confirmó: no me negarás, amigo, que estas voces sí se escuchó. Pero Horton le respondió: yo te escucho divino, pero el oído del canguro no parece ser tan fino. No oye nada en lo absoluto. ¿Estás seguro que todos te están dando lo mejor? ¿Hacen ruido de algún modo? ¿Seguro que la villa quien todos se están esforzando? Mira bien por todo el pueblo. ¿Quién está holgazaneando?
Through the town rushed the mayor from the east to the west, but everyone seemed to be doing his best. Everyone seemed to be yapping or yipping. Everyone seemed to be beeping or bipping. But it wasn't enough. All this ruckus and roar. He had to find someone to help him make more. He raced through each building. He searched floor to floor.
El alcalde corrió despavorido, viendo así todos hacían su ruido. Cada quien chillaba y alborotaba, cada quien gritaba y vociferaba. Tenía que haber alguien más que podía ayudar. Recorrió cada edificio y fue lugar por lugar.
And just as he felt he was getting nowhere and almost about to give up in despair, he suddenly burst through a door that the mayor and that mayor discovered one shirker quite hidden away in the Fairfax apartments, apartment 12J. A very small shirker named Jojo was standing and bouncing a yo-yo, not making a sound, not a yip, not a chirp. And the mayor rushed inside and he grabbed the young twerp.
Y cuando creía que ya nada lograba y toda esperanza así se le esfumaba, el alcalde de aquella pequeña mota entró en el apartamento 12J y en un pillín silencioso encontró a un pillín chiquitito llamado Yoyo. Y estaba allí parado, jugando el yoyo. Y así ni un sonido, ni un jorgeo, ni un ruidito. Y el alcalde entró corriendo y agarró al jovencito.
Bouncing the yo-yo. Look what you got. Playing the part of the yo-yo today is this red pom-pom. Let's turn the page. Oh, look! And he climbed with the lad up the Eiffelberg Tower. This, cried the mayor, is your town's darkest hour. The time for all who have blood that is red to come to the aid of their country, he said. We've got to make noises in greater amounts. So open your mouth, lad, for every voice counts. Thus he spoke as he climbed. When he got to the top, the lad cleared his throat and he shouted out, yeah!
A la torre Eiffelberg con el joven subió. Es la hora decisiva, el alcalde exclamó. Si hay sangre en tus venas, demuestra tu valor. Por su patria, los quienes se han unido a clamar. Queremos más ruido y ahora te toca. Únete a tu gente, no cierres la boca. Así habló el alcalde subiendo hasta allí. Y arriba en la punta, el joven gritó, ¡sí!
All right, they can't stay there independently, so they're going to come back down. And that yop, that one small extra yop, put it over. Finally, at last, from that speck on that clover, their voices were heard. They rang out clear and clean, and the elephant smiled Do you see what I mean? They've proved they are persons, no matter how small. And their whole world was saved by the smallest of all. Oh, how true! Yes, how true, said the big kangaroo. And from now on, you know what I'm planning to do. From now on, I'm going to protect them with you. And the young kangaroo in her pouch said,
Y aquel pequeño sí lo logró. Por fin, de la motita de trébol se escuchó una gran coro de voces con perfecta claridad. Y Horton sonrió. ¿Ya ven que era verdad? Aunque son pequeñitos, tienen inteligencia. Y fue el más chiquito quien marcó la diferencia. Sí, dijo la cangura, tienes toda la razón. Te prometo que a partir de ahora voy a protegerlos bien. Y el cangurito en la bolsa exclamó.
what do you think the young kangaroo in the pouch said? Let's turn the page and let's find out. Me too! From sun in the summer, from rain when it's fallish, I'm going to protect them, no matter how smallish.
Yo también, contra el sol y la lluvia, y aunque no me lo crean, voy a protegerlos por muy pequeños que sean.
And that's the end. And here's our back cover. Yay! What is back cover in Spanish?
I don't remember. Let me see if I can find it.
Está último página.
Contraportada.
Muchas gracias. There you go. Let me stop recording. Bye, friends. Thank you so much for all of your hard work. Let me get the settings up. Hang on a minute here. Settings, I need you. It is not showing me the settings. That is so funny. Let's see all the friends who are left. Come on, settings. Hi, friends. You guys did such a good job listening. More. Here we go. Oh, that's so funny. It won't give me the settings. Here we go. Stop recording. Stop.